Yurt.
What's a goodie? We're in a car.
Switched up.
This is the Friday episode. Yeah. So
Is it? It is?
we did 3, and then B did his from overseas.
So we're Friday. Well, we got pulled over on this Friday, guys.
Gotta love America.
Yeah. Kay over here was a little nervous. He was a little nervous.
Not afraid to admit it. Not afraid to admit it. I was pretty sure I was gonna get shot today, and
I told him not to worry. I have a lot of police involvement. Not proud of it, but I know when I'm getting arrested and when I'm not getting arrested. I told them that they were gonna pull us over about what, 5 minutes before they actually did? 3 minutes before they actually did?
something like that.
Yeah. I know police, and we're actually in my neighborhood right now. You can't really tell. So a lot of the police I know, because a lot of them have arrested me before. One of those cops arrested me before. The light-skinned one has actually arrested me before. I don't know the black one. So if it wasn't the fact that my plates might not be the most legit on this car, the fact that that police officer probably recognized me might have had something to do with why we got pulled over. But obviously, we did not get detained because I am not riding dirty because I've turned over a new leaf. Yay. I only walk around dirty. That's a joke. That's a joke, guys.
Y'all saw my face, right? I'm not ready
That's
for
a
that.
joke. Walking around dirty is wrong.
Well, since we're on the subject of good old America, you know, Memorial Day just passed a couple days ago.
You know, we rarely ever do a video of us actually driving in the car. We're usually just sitting in. I think this might be the first driving in the car. So,
Whoa,
yeah. Shout outs to. I hope everybody had a good, or will have a good Memorial Day, depending on when you watch this.
Yeah, Memorial Day already passed, so hope you all had a good Memorial Day.
Hope you guys barbecued. I hope nobody got shot. I actually didn't hear about too many shootings this Memorial Day.
Good.
This was actually pretty tame this year.
And I'm glad, because I think we need more good times in this country. I feel like, you know, we're going through a lot. So I guess this might be a politically charged episode. It just happens to be that way, given the nature of the world we live in.
You know, I just found out the difference between Veterans Day and Memorial Day.
What?
Veterans Day are for the soldiers that we still have alive, that survived the war. Memorial Day is in remembrance of the soldiers that lost their lives.
Right.
I just realized that because I didn't know the difference. I just knew that they both had to do with our military, but I didn't know what the difference was. And I am happy to say I actually figured out the difference by myself. I really had to sit down and think about it. I was just like, okay, Veterans Day is definitely for, because I know the Veterans Day parade, the Veterans March. So I'm like, okay, Veterans Day is definitely for soldiers. Memorial Day, and then I thought about it, and I was like, Memorial Day is probably remembering the ones that lost their lives. Then I looked it up. Turns out I was fucking right.
Awesome. Well, I got a couple people that I can remember for Memorial Day. I have a couple family members who were in the service and whatnot. So there's that. And I didn't even barbecue. I was out in the city. I was in Brooklyn, of all places. But, you know, no offense to the Brooklyn lovers out there, but I just...
You can offend them a little bit. Every time I go to your part of New York, some bullshit happens, so I kind of don't fuck with y'all a little bit.
Yeah.
But I was in New Jersey for Memorial Day, and I didn't barbecue at all. I went to a fucking seafood spot. And to see my mom. Not for Memorial Day, I was just talking.
Good old auntie. How's Mini-Me?
Mini-Me's good. Bad as hell. It's definitely my Mini-Me.
He's 2 now, right?
He's 3. About to be 4, actually. I think. How old is Ethan?
Ethan is 3.
Okay, so...
Weren't they born the same year?
Yeah, so yeah, I'm right. He's 3, about to be 4. I'm looking for parking right now. So.
Gotcha.
Since I'm going to end up over here anyway, I might as well park on this strip. Is this a parking spot? No, that's a fire hydrant. That's something else I gotta talk about. I need to like hit up the governor or something. I think we need to knock down some of these fucking fire hydrants. Like, I don't think there needs to be 3 fire hydrants on the same fucking street. Like, that's unnecessary.
I mean, well, see, and I don't even know. I don't know how you like find this out, but I feel like, you know how things just become outdated after a while. I feel like the need for hydrants.
Well, yeah, because doesn't
like,
don't they have water in the fire truck now? Like,
that's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't really ever see anybody like hook the hose up to the fire truck no more. I haven't seen that recently, so I don't know. Are you gonna cut me off? No.
But what happens like if we were to get rid of that hydrant? Does the water just go somewhere else? Like,
no, I'm pretty sure they can close that shit off. Just like, I'm pretty sure.
Because honestly, we need more parking spaces. Like,
yes, we do.
It's really ridiculous.
Especially little hydrants like this. Like, what the fuck is the point of this? You guys can't see what I'm looking at, but there's a very, very small hydrant right next to me. And it's like, I don't feel like that'll help anybody.
Yeah, like, what purpose does that serve? Like, it's annoying. And on top of that, all these damn bus stops.
Also unnecessary. But I feel like the bus stops are unnecessary. Why is there a stop every 2 blocks? Like, that's why America's fat. We can't walk 2 fucking blocks, for real.
It is kind of
like
crazy.
if there's a bus stop on like 86th Street, there's no reason for there to be a bus stop on 88th Street. Like, that's like, you couldn't walk 2 fucking blocks. Like, that shit pisses me. That's why I don't take the fucking bus. I'll take the train before I take the bus. I'm not stopping 5 times before we get out of that 10-block radius. That's ridiculous.
Yeah,
like,
especially in traffic.
Yeah, like, that's fucking retarded. Like, I'm not dealing with that. Like I said, we got 86th and 88th, and I think the next stop is like 89th Street. Like, a block. Like, there's dead a couple stops where it's like a block. Like, that's fucking ridiculous.
Yeah.
Is a hydrant? Of course it's a hydrant. This is the shit I be talking about, man. I should have kept going up. That's what I should have did.
I'm gonna go all the way up there. Well, I mean, you would have found a spot, but
Well,
you know,
the point.
you know how uncomfortable I get the further west we go.
I'm not gonna lie. Where you're living now is pretty fucking west.
I know.
I never thought I'd be the type of person.
Technically, if you really think about it, I'm only the 2nd or 3rd Avenue in.
It
West.
only goes up like 5 avenues.
Sure.
Because
So the East has more avenues than the West?
we got Pleasant / York, 1st, 2nd, 3rd, Lex, Park, Madison. So we got 7 Avs on the east side. Then, well, 5th is also east in some parts, but we'll just count that as the west side. So for the west side, we got 5th, Lenox, 7th, 8th, and then Manhattan and Morningside. So yeah, we got 1 Ave more, but the Avs on the west side are actually longer than the east side Avs.
Yeah, that's
like
true.
If you look at from like 5th to like shit, if you look at from Madison to 5th, it's like that the whole east side. But once you go from like 5th to Lenox, that's a long ass block to walk up.
Yeah,
It's the same shit from Lenox to 7th, from 7th to 8th, and then the parks and shit. So it's like, yeah, the west side is like way different than the east.
Yeah.
So east side, guys. So just stay on the east side.
Mm-hmm.
That always makes me feel better.
You ever been to Melba's?
Melba's?
It's like right over here.
Yeah, I think once. I also really like to eat on the west side. I don't know. I don't like the west side. There's a lot of parts in New York I don't fucking like. Actually, there are no parts of New York that I like.
Really?
Because I live on the east side. It doesn't mean I like it. I can't stand the fucking east side. I hate the east side. I hate the west side.
Yeah, there we go. I have to do that.
I'm actually cool with the Bronx. I kind of like the Bronx, actually. I talk a lot of shit about the Bronx, but I actually do like the Bronx. I hate Brooklyn.
I like the Bronx.
And Staten Island just shouldn't exist at all. So,
yeah, I wasn't even gonna mention it. That's how much I don't care about Staten Island. Like, I have to take a boat to get to you.
And then there's Queens. But Queens is just far.
And then when you get there, it's like, what the hell do you do?
Yeah, Queens is far and deep. Like, you'll fuck around being Queens and be like hella far away from everything. Like, I'm cool on all that shit.
Queens avenues are all like weird because they have like, it's like a number dash another number, and then it's like 32nd Avenue. How the hell are you on 32nd Avenue?
I've been to parts of Queens where I'm on like 208th Avenue, dead ass.
Right.
I swear to God, I'm like, yo, nah, there's no way there's this many fucking abs. Like, so yeah, I hate New York, guys. South all day. Shout out the Carolinas. Shout out Florida. Shout out Atlanta. I don't really fuck with Virginia like that, but I know you fuck with Virginia like that. So I guess.
Do I?
I thought you liked Virginia.
I used to. I mean,
and fuck Virginia too, because I don't like Virginia. I get a ticket every time I go to Virginia.
Like the only thing I like in Virginia is Williamsburg, because I go there for a vacation with my dad sometimes, and like Richmond is alright. But other than that, I hate Virginia because Virginia is annoying. First off, the drivers in Virginia are ass.
This is true.
And depending on where you are in Virginia, it's nothing but racist Republicans. Like, nothing but racist Republicans. No.
Alright, so fuck Virginia.
Fuck West Virginia, too.
Oh, hell yeah. I can't get out of West Virginia without getting pulled over.
Yo.
So yeah, no. Fuck all the Virginias. So is that all we're shouting out? It's just...
I mean, it's not
the
South,
Carolinas.
It's not South, but I'll give a shout out to Maryland because I got family in Maryland.
I fucks with Maryland. Shout out B More. I fucks with you, B More.
Right.
Shout out CJ
shout
and B More.
DC. Fucks with DC. I need to go to DC.
Oh, my bad. We never actually finished your Memorial Day conversation. Where were you going with that?
I was just gonna get into like a conversation about like.
I only remember because you said it's racist Republicans in Virginia. And I'm pretty sure that's kind of where you were going with the whole Memorial Day thing.
Well, yeah, I mean, I was just thinking about like Memorial Day, like all these American holidays and like whatever. But how American are we really? Like, I just feel like it's still this big divide or whatever. And
I've only ever been out of America one time, and I loved the fuck out of it.
Oh, I loved it when I wasn't in America because everyone treated me like I was special because I was from out of town. And it was like people were just different there. Like, everybody just gets along.
Yeah, people are a lot friendlier outside. I think it's something about this country. I think everybody low-key hates this country. That's why everybody's so angry all the fucking time.
Like, we was talking at work about like the like racists, and I was like, it was in bad taste, I guess, but I made a joke that like, well, they're all getting like really, really old now, so when they die, maybe this country will get a little bit better. And then my coworker was like, no, but they pass that stuff on to their kids and stuff. And I'm like, yeah, true, but I don't know. I feel like maybe 2-3 generations from now, I might not live to see it, but maybe like 2-3 generations from now, the new kids that are born, if we raise them in a certain type of society, especially with all of the social movements that we're trying to make now, I feel like we could potentially find ourselves in a better situation, in a better country, Like, I'm hoping after this, I really hope that Trump doesn't get reelected, and like whoever comes after him can make a significant enough difference. Now, me personally, I'm not one of those people who believes that like voting makes no difference at all. I personally am just not one of those people, because our ancestors like wanted us to have that right, and then when we do it, it's like it should make a difference, in theory. So I just choose to believe in that.
I know I can't fit there,
but maybe in the next couple years or so, whoever comes in, they can make some real changes. But it's just there's too many stubborn people that don't want to let go of like old ways, and there are old people. Even with the shit in Alabama with the abortion, it's like these old white men.
Did that really pass? that abortion's like illegal? That really happened?
Yeah.
Oh, wow. I didn't think they were actually going to do it. I didn't think the women were going to let that rock, honestly.
But the decision wasn't made by women. It was like 25 white men and 1 old woman.
Old enough that she probably did think abortion was wrong.
Right, and they were all Republicans. So there's that.
That's an L for y'all. I'm sorry. I'm lying. That's an L for everybody. There's a whole bunch of niggas that they like live and die by fucking abortion. The fact that you motherfuckers got to keep your kids now, better wrap that shit up.
Yeah, that shit is crazy. And Alabama's just a really whack state.
Oh yeah, honestly, if that shit was gonna pass somewhere, I'm not surprised that it passed in Alabama.
I never want to go to Alabama.
I've been to Alabama once. I actually did enjoy myself in Alabama.
You did?
Yeah, I actually did. It was cool as fuck. But I wasn't trying to abort any fetuses, so.
That's true.
Well,
my grandfather's from Alabama.
I was actually, somehow this turned into like a geography fucking episode, but
which is
whatever.
Funny because we talked about
yeah,
that
which
the other day.
we said, but whatever. I was actually surprised that Trump got elected in the first place. I really was a little bit surprised at that. Do you really think he'll get reelected? What do you think the odds are that he dead gets reelected?
I think it's slim.
Really? Because honestly, I really didn't see him getting elected in the first place. So it's really up in the air to me.
To me, I feel like because it caught a lot of people by surprise, I feel like Trump's win was a wake-up call to a lot of people. And I feel like if he gets reelected, that says a lot about us in this country and how much we're willing to act. Because unless it's some like fixed shit where it's like a controversy that he won, unless it's like I said, unless it's that type of situation, then it just comes down to the fact that like the voters for whoever didn't make it happen.
That's crazy.
I think we need to be more informed about like.
But I mean, yeah, we probably do. But when you think about it, look at the shit this nigga was saying.
Right.
Like, how did we even let that rock? Like, you dead let that nigga be president? Like, fuck what his actual platform was. There's no way we should have allowed that nigga to win. It was just like, all right, this is a wild nigga. Like,
OD.
You think he's really gonna go to jail once he's not in office? You think they're really gonna?
They're gonna try their best. Because I mean, at that point, bro, you know what it is? It's because it's tax returns. If there is one thing that somebody will get you for, it is those fucking tax returns.
But see, is it that he didn't pay them, or he just like refuses to show them? Like, what is the beef with that?
He refuses to show them, and then I think there's something else, and then I don't know if after he's impeached. I mean, wow, not impeached. They're trying to impeach him.
I don't think they're gonna. How many more years does he have in term? Is this his last year?
Basically, because
2020,
2020 is basically his last year. Yeah.
So yeah, they're not. At this point, it wouldn't even make sense to impeach him. Like, he's almost out of here anyway.
I don't think they're gonna pull that off. But
no parking anytime, of course.
See what I mean? All the space and you can't park. But yeah, I don't think they'll impeach him. It's just something to really like say at this point. But I doubt they'll pull it off. Personally,
I would assume he'd have to go under PC. The president, the ex-president of the United States is locked up. I'm pretty sure they're putting him in protective custody.
probably.
I can't imagine Trump in, like...
I'm still tight. He shut down the whole government and people weren't getting their money because of that fucking wall. Like, that was wild. A whole shutdown for like, what, 15 days or something like that?
Yeah, it was something like that. That shutdown kind of affected me. Well, it didn't really, because I still got paid.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it didn't affect my money. But, I mean, shout out for all the people that, you know... Again, for all the people that didn't get paid because of Trump, just picture him, like, on a compound somewhere. I don't know where he'd get locked up at. Just,
we just drove past, like, Dominican R. Kelly. Like, that shit was really crazy.
Hilarious.
That shit was crazy. He had the full facial hair, same facial structure. I'm like, yo, that was R. Kelly. Hi, how are you? She was staring dumb hard in the car, like, mind your business. Said, you're in my neighborhood. Thank you very much.
That's a fact. We're gonna have to get into that. We can get into that now. Gentrification.
Yeah.
Harlem. It hit the west side a lot more than it hit the east side. It's trying to get to the east side, but
I feel like they be looking at the east side and be like, nah, not today. Like, I feel like they be wanting to.
because the east side,
and then
is
they
still
look at it and they're like,
yeah, the east side is still a little too fucked up for them to want to move there. That's why, low key, the Bronx is gonna be the last place that they try to get at. They already got Brooklyn. I would have thought it would be Brooklyn, but they got Brooklyn already.
are those Christmas lights?
Yeah, niggas is wild on the west side. Niggas, hey, nigga, yo, it's almost June. Like, this is ridiculous. And they still work. Like, they're still like really lit the fuck up. Like, that's crazy.
And if they're not Christmas lights, then like, why the hell do you have those up?
Christmas lights. Look at those colors. Those are Christmas lights.
Right.
Honestly,
It almost sounded like he was playing Christmas music.
Yeah, I hope those are Christmas lights, honestly. Because if they're not, you just got lights flickering. What kind of rave shit are you going on?
Right, you're just weird. Like, what kind of shit do you get?
Niggas doing big drugs and that. That's a different kind of nigga. I know probably you guys are watching this like, are they really riding around for 20 minutes looking for parking? Yes, the fuck we are. There's dead no parking.
And if you think that's weird, you must not be from the city.
Yeah.
Or at least Manhattan, because clearly.
I'm trying to park on the street. And honestly, I'm going to let you all know how bad it is. I'm even willing to park in front of a fucking meter because it's late enough that I don't have to pay, and I got to move this car early as shit in the morning to go to work anyway. So it would mean absolutely nothing to me to be in front of a meter. There's not even no meters open right now. That's how shitty parking is right there. We're about to do a whole episode in the car just because we have no choice. This is not parking either. And I know what you guys might be thinking. Well, if you got fake plates on your car, then what's the point? I don't know. We already got pulled over. I'm not trying to risk getting a ticket too.
Yeah, that wouldn't be.
Yeah, I don't want to get a ticket. So we're gonna find a good fucking place to park.
Random thought, but certain spots look cool to go into, but I don't trust places that are dark. Like I don't trust dark windows. Like what the fuck is going on in there? I don't want to go in there.
I really wish I owned like a building somewhere in Harlem.
Ooh, that's a problem. Yeah, that's a whole problem. Get away from me. You know, there's certain people that you see on the street you just don't want to deal with.
All the time. It's called the East Side.
Yeah. Well, that was one of those situations.
No. See, I could have gotten that spot, but I feel like that's too close. Low key. Alright, usually around this time, niggas move from the fucking meters. Like, what's going on here? Is this nigga about to move? I think he's about to move.
Yeah.
Do we have a spot, or is this nigga being a bitch? And he's about to... Yo, why is he going in his... Yo, I wish I could see what the fuck I'm seeing. If you saw the way this nigga is climbing into his car right now...
He's too big for that.
What is he doing? Come on, get the fuck out of this spot. Don't start opening other doors and shit.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here. First of all, this nigga's a big ass nigga. Let me let you know. This is some old Shaq looking ass nigga.
And he got mad fucking food in his arm.
Yeah, this nigga got the nerve to close the doors too. He's
this
a bitch.
fat ass.
This nigga tried to say what's up to me. No, nigga, don't talk to me. I thought you were moving. If you had moved, we could be friends.
Right.
Is this nigga about to be a bitch? He's about to be a bitch, I bet. Oh no, this is a fire hydrant anyway.
Oh, again, see?
I thought he was about to take this, but that's not even a spot. Don't fucking yell at me, nigga. I'll hop out and beat your fucking ass in here. Like,
that's crazy.
I'm starting to get aggravated that I can't find a park. What is this nigga? Yo, who parks like this? What is going on?
Wait, that's just how it is?
Yeah, there's nobody in that car.
And it's a damn
He left
cab.
it like that. That's crazy.
Yo, okay, let's get in our taxi bag. I can't stand Ubers.
Oh, no. Oh, Ubers. I thought we already got Uber the fuck out of here. We didn't get Uber the fuck out of here.
I don't even know if I don't know if we ever like went full on into that topic because we've always been talking about it.
Let's get out of Uber real quick.
D's gonna be tight because I know he got a lot to say about it. But like, man, I can't stand Uber drivers. They get on my nerves. They can't drive for shit. Like everybody's always getting into an accident every like 2.5.
I remember when we got into an accident with Uber.
Right, and you be risking your life going into Uber sometimes. I can't do it. And sometimes it's not even worth the money you pay.
Oh, no. It never is. Shit. Did we ever tell the story about when we were all supposed to meet up at this steak spot and they took you to fucking Queens?
Yo. I don't know what kind of route that shit was, but it was like, where are you taking me?
I think this is the spot right here. I'm about to try to bust that.
Because if where I gotta go is in Manhattan, why would you go to Queens to come back to Manhattan?
Yeah, no, that was crazy. That was wild crazy. Basically, the backstory, because we only got a couple more minutes in this episode.
Oh, yeah.
What was that spot I just saw? Was it this? This is what I just saw?
I hope it wasn't this, because that's a big-ass red hydrant.
Yeah. Or was it this? I don't even know if I can fit in this. This might be a lost cause. But before the end of this episode, story was we were all the four of us, including the two members that aren't here right now. We were supposed... Nah, I can't fit in that bitch.
Shout out to B&D.
Yeah. We were supposed to meet at this steak spot. And we were all kind of on our... We weren't even broke because we dead had money that day. We were just on our cheap shit. So we all Uber pulled it from where the fuck we was at.
Yeah.
B, we thought was going to be the last one to get there because he was busy doing something. He ended up being like the first one to get there. That's how bad this shit was. I got Uber pool. K and D got Uber pool together because they were together already.
You could like go across the street a little more faster.
Go across the street over here?
No, them. We had the light and they're taking their sweet ass time crossing the street. Like,
so they Uber pool it, and you know, Uber pool pick people up along your way. That's the point. They pick people up along the way they were already gonna go to get you to your destination.
Right.
These niggas called me and was just like, yo, we about to get in the cab. We'll be there in like 20 minutes. I'm like, I bet I'm getting mine right now too. So they called me like 10 minutes later, like, nah, we're gonna be mad late. And then I think it was D that sent me the screenshot of the fucking route that the Uber was gonna take. I called them back as soon as I saw the picture, and I'm like, where the fuck are y'all going?
And the thing that pissed us off was like, he picked up two other people before he picked up that person that was going all the way out there, because it was like he picked us up, then he picked up some other dude like 2 blocks from me, dropped him off in Harlem, and I'm like, all right, that's cool. Picked up some other dude, dropped him off in Harlem. Then he picked up this girl, and all of a sudden we're going to Queens like we're going to fucking LaGuardia. I'm like, what the fuck?
Because I saw
and then he dropped her off in some place in Queens that I've never seen before. And I'm like,
no, because I saw the shit, and I was just like, yo, why are y'all going through Queens to get there? Like, you're in Manhattan going to Manhattan. That makes no fucking sense.
Thank you.
And D was just like, nigga, I don't even know.
And it wasn't even like opposite sides. The place we were going to was on the east side.
Yeah, and then
you could have just drove down Park.
Yeah, like, and then the crazy shit about all that is they still beat me. like because I got in my cab and I'm talking hella shit because I'm like, damn, these niggas gonna be mad long. I hit up B like, I'm on my way. They gonna take mad long. When I say this Uber driver, he picked me up with 2 other people in the car. He dropped both of those other people off in 2 different spots and then picked up another 2 different people and then dropped off one of those people before he dropped me the fuck off. By the time I got there, these niggas had already ordered their food and was waiting on me like, yo, what the fuck took you so long? Never again will I attempt. And again, I was in Manhattan going to another part of Manhattan. Like, it made absolutely no fucking sense why it took so goddamn long. Fuck Uber.
Moral of the story.
Fuck Uber.
Yeah. Taxis suck. America's stupid. And let's try to make it better. You want to know how you can make America better? You can support Militia Uncut. Because we got a lot of stuff to talk about, and we'll give you something to talk about.
Hey.
So subscribe to the channel. Like, comment, share, donate to the Patreon. Be a part of the movement. You know, help us out, please. All right? And, yeah. Follow us on IG. We make music. We talked about it earlier this week. We're going to keep on talking about it because we need to push the music just like we need to push the show. Support us. We love you, even if you don't watch.
And if you get pulled over by police, don't panic. Unless they tell you to get out the car, then you might die. You should probably panic.